It's in the game.
Go Rams, hotty toddy.
Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. On the move, it's Lacey. Got the first down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolute.
It's a running room. He is in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, That's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dante Moore got it behind the line. It's Hill. They've got him corralled. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
You want to talk about versatility at the linebacker spot, and this guy is it. He had 2 interceptions in his last game. That's his first pick in this one. He's good stopping the run. He can go sideline to sideline. He can blitz. He can spy. And, man, he is really good in coverage.
This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. The running back has it. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Moore to throw. Got a man. It's Bear. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Swings it out to the flat. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to throw, it's Chambliss. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it moving, it's Lacey. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Right side, it's Hobbs. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Keeps it. He's got enough. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it down the field. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. He's past the marker. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Moore with the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Moore from the gun on third down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got his man downfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was it.
And he's got room. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Going to the ground. There's some daylight. Turning it on. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. And their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for room. It's Lacey. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to pass. It's Chambliss. Got it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, gonna throw it. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted!
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. The give on the counter. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Changing the routes with his receivers. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll need a bunch on second down. He'll take it himself. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Hit as he throws. Finds a tight end. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Moore. They're working that left side. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Ducks, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Moore to the air. Out wide right, it's Hill. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Dante Moore wants to throw again. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
No room to bring it back. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Finds us back in the middle. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on 2nd down from the 16. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. Right side, it's Gill. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
And the Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Throwing Moore. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Rush is on. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at the Pitt Panthers taking on the Kennesaw State Owls. And it's Pitt in front on the scoreboard and atop their conference standings. And it's hardly too early to dream big. This team is closing in on a 6-0 start. Could be a special season. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Mid-American Conference.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over, because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's where I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They're testing the right side here. Swamped immediately.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense, and that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Holds on, it's Cook. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third, looking long. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dante Moore sends it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
He's changing the play. In the gun on third down, Moore. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the other. Rebels offense is back on the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. On first down, here comes this offense. Drops back, it's Chambliss. And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Little bit of uncertainty there. Play clock down to 4, and they'll call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Keeps it on first down. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks! Extra point here will tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease space in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Sets his feet. It's Chambliss. Out wide right, it's Cook. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Rebels come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. On the draw, it's Lacey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Tie ball game as we play in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They're all over it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll move the wide receiver. Making the adjustment on the play. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
I mean, some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And that's a really good play by this defense, because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock, or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Bear. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Here's Moore to throw. Right side, it's Bear. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Back has it. Looking for a crease. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. And the Ducks are rolling down the field. They'll give it to him again. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Moore. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, you should just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Making the adjustment.
Sweep.
Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Under pressure. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight, it's close, tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They give it back to him, and he's brought down after a short gain. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Piles his way ahead. He didn't didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Needs it here on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Swings it out to his running back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. You just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
Quick give. It's more. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Backs got it on the screen. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
You need points to win this game, but it's a good sign that your offensive line is firing off the ball here late and getting some push. That was a really good-looking run late in this one.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing Moore. Right side, it's Moore. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Run the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. 4th down, Moore. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense, you take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd and long here. Dropping back, it's Chambliss. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. But forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
On third down, he drops the throw. Turns it upfield. At midfield, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Drops back on first down. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They'll move the tight end. Quarterback changing the play.
Squid. Let him go.
Dante Moore fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They jump on top here in OT. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. To the air, it's Chambliss. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. Long way to go on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They are up against it, a third and long, needing a touchdown here in overtime. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Left side is Gill. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
No interest in another overtime. They'll go for 2 and the win. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Lacey. He's in! The 2-point conversion in overtime. What a call to win the game. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.